जाने न जाने बिना भी तुम मेरा संग पकड़ते हो तो भी मैं तुमको अलग काल भी सुख देता हूँ, वो मैं देता हूँ, माया नहीं देती है वो सुख। ऐसा नहीं समझना है भक्ति मार्ग में ये माया सुख देती है, वो भी सुख जो है भक्ति में भी मैं ही देता हूँ, क्योंकि ईश्वर अर्थ करते हो ना। देखो भले कोई गरीब को दान करता है, लेकिन अंदर में तो ये है ना, गरीब को दूंगा तो भगवान राजी रहेगा, हाँ, फिर भगवान हमको आशीर्वाद करेगा, भगवान कुछ देगा, अंदर में तो वही आता है नहीं। तो करते गरीब को है, लेकिन अंदर याद में भगवान की आती है कि भैया ये भगवान करेंगे तो भगवान कुछ से अच्छा करेगा हमारा। कोई गरीब रोगी की सेवा करेगा तो करेंगे तो मनुष्य की, रोगी की, परंतु अंदर में आएगा कि रोगियों की सेवा करने से भगवान, हाँ, हमारा भी कुछ न ठीक करेगा, कभी रोग नहीं देगा या कुछ हमारा भला करेगा। करेगा कौन? हाँ, परमात्मा आता है ना बुद्धि में। तो हो गया कि करते हम मनुष्य से हैं, लेकिन ईश्वर अर्थ, तो ये हो गया इसे। तो हम भी ईश्वर को इनडायरेक्ट में याद करते हैं, डायरेक्ट करते मनुष्य से हैं, पर तो इनडायरेक्ट ईश्वर आता है, तो परमात्मा भी इनडायरेक्ट हमको रिटर्न करता है, हाँ? किस मनुष्य के थ्रू। हाँ, चलो किसी के द्वारा फिर धन की प्राप्ति होगी, चलो धनवान के घर में किसको दिया तो अच्छा दूसरे जन्म में धन मिल जाएगा, हाँ? ऐसा होगा, कुछ रिटर्न हो ही जाती है। दूसरे किसके रोगी का किया, गरीबों की सेवा की, ऐसे बहुत हॉस्पिटल्स खोलते हैं, बहुत वो स्कूल खोलते हैं, विद्या का दान, तो दूसरे जन्म में क्या होगा, वो उसको बड़ी विद्या मिलेंगी, बड़ा डॉक्टर इंजीनियर बड़े को स्टेटस पा लेगा, हाँ? विद्या का दान किया है ना, तो उसको दूसरे जन्म में कुछ स्टेटस अच्छी मिलेंगी। धन दान किया तो कोई धनवान के घर में जन्म मिलेगा, कोई रोगियों की सेवा की है तो चलो दूसरे जन्म में जरा हेल्थ अच्छी मिलेंगी। ऐसा ऐसा रिटर्न होता है, लेकिन करते तो ईश्वर अर्थ है नहीं, इनडायरेक्ट तो बुद्धि में ईश्वर आता है, पर तो करते मनुष्य के साथ में, तो फिर इनडायरेक्ट ईश्वर उसको देता है मनुष्य के थ्रू। वो भी मनुष्य के थ्रू ईश्वर को याद करते हैं, ईश्वर भी मनुष्य के थ्रू फिर उसको देता है।
लुटाए तूने सौभाग्य जगाए तूने, रत्न लुटाए तूने सौभाग्य जगाए तूने, ऐसी ज्ञान मुरली सुनाई तूने। नैनों के पलने में जो पालना दी मम्मा, नैनों के पलने में जो पालना दी मम्मा, और दृष्टि से लोरिया सुनाई तूने।
Om Shanti. Be full with the feeling of uplifting others and have mercy on those who defame you. Vision and attitude of renunciation. Souls who uplift others will make disheartened souls powerful with their good wishes of mercy, love, power, sweet words, and cooperation of zeal and enthusiasm. That is, they will make beggars into emperors. No matter how much someone may be defaming, let your vision and attitude always be one that is merciful. For this, you have to even renounce the ego of the self that is developed after you come into knowledge. When you have such a vision and attitude of renunciation, then Bap Dada will be in your awareness, and you will have merciful feelings for everyone. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today is day 19. Be full with the feeling of uplifting others and have mercy on those who defame you. Today's topic, vision and attitude of renunciation. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Do everyone understand what Baba wants from us? Not only that, but to become complete and perfect, or to reach to our original and eternal stage. It is very, very important to have total renunciation. We look at Brahma Baba. It was not renunciation only of external way of material things, but he was in so much self-respect. All the time Baba had the awareness that I'm the chariot of God. Many times he used to say that Baba is renting my space, so he gives me some rent. No? But this awareness of that I am the chariot of Shiv Baba. So when awareness is powerful, then very, very subtle desires of recognition of the what I have to do, what I have been given, means there is always this freedom from desires. Any kind of desires will take you into one of the vice. I have seen so many souls in their spiritual journey. There is not total contentment. And I like yesterday when Baba said this Thursday that when you are complete, the percentage when you are complete will be according to your contentment. You find certain days, certain hours, complete contentment. It's like suddenly no desire, very happy. And then when it comes to perfection, Baba said, you are cheerful. The whole personality is of being cheerful. I like it very much because it's true when there is. So that renunciation of attitude is where there is freedom and there is contentment. Freedom from desires, no desires. Contentment that I got all attainments from Baba. So I'm not looking forward from attainments from anyone else. But then if there is a renunciation of attitude, how subtly our vision, our drishti is connected with attitude. You look at something, I like it, I wish I had it. It's so nice. So it's like very subtly to have it, that desire emerges. So I think we need to think deeper. You all can do that. we do together, and to look at ourselves, our chart about renunciation of attitude and drishti. So I was saying, souls who uplift others, will make disheartened souls powerful with their good wishes of mercy, love, power, sweet words, and cooperation of zeal and enthusiasm. That is, they will make beggars into emperors. No matter how much someone may be defaming, let your vision and attitude always be one that is merciful. For this, you have to even renounce the ego of the self that is developed after you come into knowledge. I think maybe that is Baba is talking about renunciation. When you have such a vision and attitude of renunciation, then Bab Dada will be in your awareness, and you will have merciful feelings for everyone. Every word, every time we hear from Baba, it takes us deep within ourselves. It's not question of intellectually understanding or churning, but it is more of realization, inculcation, and becoming that, because that is very, very important. So for tomorrow, quite a deep and good reflection point. So we will do our homework. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Greetings, Didi.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Om Shanti.
And lots of love for Avyakti Parivar as well. So, as always, I had some questions, but you have answered the questions in your sharing. So we might just be looking lovingly at you for the next 15 minutes with nothing to say. But I will say, in terms of renunciation, I don't know why suddenly the translators came to my mind, all the souls that have been doing translation for all these months. And I feel that they really have shown renunciation. You know, their experience of Avyakti Parivar is different. So I was just thinking a lot about the translators as you were sharing too. So you brought up something that was on my mind. I was thinking also about the Bog message yesterday and the contentment. And I know the focus for the homework is renunciation, but I liked how you brought up again the contentment. And just before speaking to that, you talked about the deep self-respect that Brahma Baba had. And I don't know if that was the intention in the message, but I really felt Bap Dada saying, if there's one thing to focus on for the theme or for the current times, this contentment, not that I have to give up, but what I receive. And so when there's renunciation, Bap Dada's in my awareness. And you spoke beautifully about what that does to the experience of myself. What role at this point not so much renunciation, but is contentment playing in my relationship with Dada, but also in fulfilling that capacity to uplift even those who defame me. If you can speak a little bit more about this idea of the contentment.
Contentment, there are two types of contentment. One is by nature, you are very content soul. Another is your achievements and your success.
Mm-hmm.
Lot of people always look at their success or their achievements. But when you have contentment in your nature, you must have noticed even in the children, like some whatever they get, they are happy. But others, they always look at others. They feel, why not? I didn't get enough, you know. But I feel that it's in the fortune. It's the fortune actually to be born as a content person. Because then there is no comparison, there is no jealousy, you're not chasing after anything. So contentment, of course, after belonging to Baba, we have all the attainments. But even by nature, the attitude of gratitude, every moment to be just grateful and to just say, wow, it's my fortune. Even whatever happened after settling and everything, still I am okay. Still everything is okay. You know, so internally, like all the time, seeing that how benefit is there in everything, every situation. So I think that you are all one of that soul too. Because
Everyone should have a chance
no,
to
when lack of
interview
content,
you.
when our stages go up and down, up and down, when we don't fluctuate, that means there is contentment.
Mm.
When you keep fluctuating all the time, and that means this lack of contentment, right? And Baba, you know, he always used to say, jewel of contentment. And he will describe that as a jewel which is very valuable. So I always used to think that God is my parent, so he knows what I need and I should be given. So I don't have to ask for anything. And when you have contentment, whatever Baba gives you, you take it as blessing and you maintain it. You don't lose that. But there are some, because lack of contentment, they lose that power. They lose that beauty of their life. And they always compare with others, what others have, what I have, what. But each one is unique. It's my fortune. I don't need more, so anyone can snatch my fortune. Right? So this kind of internally purity and no fluctuation are really the signs of contentment. And always do whatever is according to Baba's maryadas, Baba's principles. My contentment is that whatever Baba wanted me to do, I am able to do. Whatever dharana he wants, I am able to do. So contentment in all four subjects also. Knowledge, yoga, dharana and seva. You can make a very long list and that gives you self-respect. that you are very stable. And when you are stable, then you are still, then you are able to see. Contentment could also be holding what you could hold. What can you contain? So Baba's knowledge in the intellect, how much I am able to hold. Baba's love, how much I am able to hold. So that's also part of contentment.
Beautiful. You mentioned it, this idea of comparing, but you also mentioned very beautifully, you spoke about self-respect. Is this cultivation of self-respect through being with Baba, is that critical? Is that a huge part of the contentment, just the cultivation of self-respect?
Yeah.
So that leads to my next question. I found this interesting. In the Avyak signal, it says you have to even renounce the ego of self that is developed after coming into knowledge. Now, I thought knowledge was all about becoming liberated from ego, learning I'm a soul, a child of God. So what's going on that rather than liberated from ego after coming into knowledge, I'm developing ego after, what's going on there? The ego after coming into knowledge.
What's going on?
Yeah. What's gone wrong?
I and mine, When there is ego, then I remember that when we were young Brahmins, this is Didi Mohini's month, and she used to say, when everything goes okay, then I did it. When something goes wrong, then this one did it, not me. So somewhere ego is where you're always trying to protect self-defense. It's not me, I didn't do this, I didn't, or I can do better. Dadi Janki used to tell us that even if you are instrument to give course, 7 days course to someone, now that stays in the attitude. And when you see that person, or he goes on stage and introduce himself, I gave him course. I am the one who gave course. Or I could serve. That we forget it's Baba who makes me instrument to serve. Because then I comes, then Baba. And then some or other also, there is some kind of subtle insecurity. So that brings control, right? But naturally, when people have faith and love, they will like to follow, they will like to be together, they would like to be cooperative. But lot of everywhere we hear controlling, right? Some kind of control. And I always say it's Baba's children, Baba's family. Baba has set guidelines for us. Baba has set rules, regulations. We just follow it, right? But in ego, the ego is the first and the last vice, right? Trace of vice. Body consciousness and then ego. And they say that to have ego is like falling from the mountain. It's very high. Dari Janki used to tell us, one step you take ahead, ego is waiting to embrace you and say, hello, you achieved it, you got it. So we have to be very careful that it is self-respect. Baba is Karan Karamanhar. Baba is making us do that purity in an instrument is very, very important. And so keep checking if there is ego or is it self-respect. When there is lack of self-respect, there is ego. And it's so subtle that one is not aware that it's ego. One time we used to meet Avek Babdada personally also. We used to get chance. Baba gave a very beautiful blessing. So Baba was saying, those days we used to take a lot of VIPs. So Baba said, you all are doing good service. This. So I said, Baba, you do it, no? So why you praise us? So Baba says very beautifully, not to be even aware of that you are instrument. Even go beyond that. Then Baba will use you for unlimited service. Then Baba makes you serve in an unlimited way. And I never forget it. Because when this ego comes, then limit comes. When Baba makes you do something, then everything is unlimited. So there are a lot of benefits to be completely free from the ego, self-ego.
I'm listening to you. I'm enjoying it so much, and I'm feeling such a high stage of self-respect listening to your sharing, as well as such a incredible relationship with Baba. So it's very inspiring to listen. I know this is all about uplifting others, but it feels like there's such an upliftment of self to be able to be one who uplifts others. So my last question, you talked about Tyag Tapasya Seva. Today, Murli was talking about decorating the self with the power of yoga, also decorating others. And even the Avyakt excerpt we listened to earlier about being able to give power to souls. So definitely we're very loving and caring, but in terms of giving power to decorate souls with the power of yoga, how is that connected to the theme this month of uplifting others, to decorate souls with the power of yoga? What's needed in my efforts to be able to not just be caring and cooperative, but to empower?
Yeah, but power in many different ways. If one soul feels lack of belonging, or feels neglected, or feel not being loved, so sharing love, just be loving, is definitely like power for that soul. The change start happening. Soul gets disturbed very quickly, upset very quickly, but you remain peaceful and share those vibrations of peace. As soon as soul experiences, there will be power. So what power really is, whatever is the need of the soul at that moment, if you are acting with courage, or sometimes even to talk to soul, you need courage because you don't know in what mood that soul will be, right? But if you use courage, then other soul definitely feels strength. So I see power not something like just power, but what is power? No? What is that Shakti? So being in that stage, being in that quality, whether in the thoughts, words, and actions, or be an example of that. Many looking at that, like they give example of this king who was looking at spider, trying to go up and then falls, then goes up, got inspiration. He got strength. So same is like our life should be such that looking at us, everyone feels a lot of power. I remember that even when I reach India, so many brothers, many sisters will come because it's quite a long journey. Congratulations. We really appreciate your power. We appreciate your courage. So how it is seen. So I think that setting a good example for everything brings a lot of strength to many, lot of power. Because they're looking for, is there someone who's following or not? Generally, many times people get disappointed. They think, oh, nobody follows, who is doing it? So they're looking for where they could find that strength, and that strength, I call it more strength than power, is through the example. We're setting good example. Right?
Beautiful. Well, I would hope that everyone at some point gets to interview you, Didi, because every time we do, you give a blessing. So thank you. And I also feel what you shared about power. I know that all of us feel that when we look at you in terms of that example. You know, it's amazing. Some would say you're just there, you're sharing, but we feel such consistency and constancy and calm and purity every night. And that gives us all a lot of power. So thank you. It's very beautiful. So that's
Shanti.
it for me. Om Shanti.
Good night.
Good night.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Thank you, Didi. Thank you, Chudipen. So tomorrow is Saturday. Our schedule from Amrit Vela, 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. 6 o'clock, Patti will start, followed by Hindi Sakar Muli. Mohini Didi will be reading Hindi Sakar Muli, followed by class. We are in Peace Village. There is a couples retreat going on, so we will be part of that. So it will be in Inspiration Hall, and Avyakti Parivar will be part of it. So in the afternoon, Avyakti Children class from 1:30 to 3 p.m. Avyakti Youth class from 3 to 4 p.m. In the evening, 6 o'clock, Patti will start, followed by Hindi series, English series, and chit chat. So now let's remember Baba. We'll take Drishti from Didi. Make sure your videos are on. Shanti.
बाबा मीठे बाबा प्यारे बाबा मेरे बाबा बाबा मीठे बाबा प्यारे बाबा मेरे बाबा तू ही तो है मेरे आस पास होता है मेरे दिल को आभास तू ही तो है मेरे आस पास होता है मेरे दिल को आभास बजता मन हो मेरे सारे काम करके स्वयं छिप जाते हो और मशहूर होता है मेरा नाम। आभार करती मेरी हर सांस, मेरे हृदय में है तेरा निवास। तू ही तो है मेरे आस पास, होता है मेरे दिल को आभास। बाबा मीठे बाबा, प्यारे बाबा, मेरे बाबा। बाबा मीठे बाबा, प्यारे बाबा, मेरे बाबा। मीठे बाबा, प्यारे बाबा।
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.